Hello, Reshaper. Hope you're fantastic today in today's very stream. I'm going to share with you my insights of UPW. First of all, UPW, what it stands for: U, unleash. P, your power. W, within. Unleash your power within. A 4-day seminar of the man, the myth, the legend, Tony Robbins. And, well, I participated in a seminar from where? Where I am right now, at my home. In how I participated, well, back then, I mean, using a seminar, aka Zoom. Why Zoom? Normal, when people know, like UPW, normally you have to be there. Yes, but this time, because of Koronosuke, we have, Tony Robbins has actually did his webinar. He wanted to start a webinar in Birmingham, England. However, because it was blocked everywhere, I said, no, you cannot do it. Like with several thousand people turn up there, no. She was refused everywhere. And because this guy never gives up, what he done is something fabulous. He moved to Florida. I mean, normally he's living in California, but now in Florida. In California, he lives in a castle, and here in Florida, it's not a castle. It's another big mansion, basically a big villa. What happened is he built, or I think not built, but he bought a big hall, something like that, a big hangar or something like that, big garage or something like that. But he bought it and put there like a big like screens there, but he didn't bought screens. He put it on a projector, like a 360, like a white chart, 360 around him, and there were like projectors who projected all the Zoom rooms. So he interacted 360 with everyone using Zoom. And he has also asked the SEO of Zoom, like, hey, how should I do it? And he said, okay, you can have maximum like 400 people per room, but we had like 23,000 participants. Just imagine 23,000 participants. This is bigger than, it's a freaking stadium. It's basically a freaking big stadium, like soccer or baseball. It was just, I mean, it's huge, right? And he had also people who had translated in 6 languages and so on. It was a really amazing experience. Basically, we had, I do apologize for my speech. I have a little bit toothache from the dentist I was 2 days ago. It's still kind of, is it touched a nerve or something like that? So sometimes when after eating, it's hurts a little bit. So it's a little bit hard for me to speak, but I give my best. What happened basically in this event? This event UPW is for 4 days, and 4 days, and every single day, like 12 and more hours every single day. For myself, it was like from 8 a.m. till 12 p.m. in a.m. in the night, 11-12 a.m. in the night. Yeah. Pretty damn huge. And that time, Tony Robbins didn't talk all the way. He did it back in the past, but not now, because he did it. He kind of has stretched his vocal cords that much, because normal vocal cords are like the same size of a lip, like say like thick as a lip, but now it's really thin, and his vocal cords are thin as a paper. Just imagine, maybe 1 millimeter or so, even less. So pretty thin, and when he do too much, he could actually kill his vocal cords and never speak again. Therefore, he has kind of saved his voice and didn't talk the whole day long. Instead of, he had other speakers who did the job for him and did an amazing job. Of course, we had also some VTRs there and here from some you can pick up from YouTube, but it's not about the things that you can pick up from YouTube or not. It's more about the value overall, being in this moment there. And it was really amazing experience, and I want you to tell about a little bit more what I have learned so far. So basically, UPW, many people have this kind of impression. When I go to UPW a day with Destiny, which actually is 6 days in a row, many have this kind of perception that, hey, I go to UPW, I have to do it once in my life, and then I have to do nothing. And everything will happen automatically. But it's simply not true. You cannot put the responsibility from your to someone else's shoulders. Therefore, UPW, every of those events of Tony Robbins, is just the starting point. So if you succeed or not in your life, if you want to progress your life, if you want to enhance your life, it's up to you basically. When you persevere, and when you continue doing those things that were taught you at the event, all those techniques, all those, and expand your knowledge, maybe share this knowledge, be in this knowledge, accept this knowledge, do these routines, then you will. And when you do it every single day continuously, then you will have the value of a lifetime. But not if the event is over and you say, okay, cool, I got the event, now I can chill. Netflix and chill. No. This doesn't work, because our brain can actually have this thing. When it feels like Netflix and chill, then it feels like lazy. When it feels lazy, then you get to the old patterns. If you, even your mind, overcome those patterns doing those sessions, you can still rebound. Simply because you don't, having new patterns, having new wiring systems, you need a habit. And habits is like a muscle. You have to just do it every single day and grow it. As you grow the habit, the more you can get from it. Okay, this is one thing. Another thing is, what also one of the speakers has said, like, our life is a journey, guys. Our life is a journey with adventures and discovery. And every single moment is unique and has its own value. For example, myself, I have currently a little bit toothache, and the thing is, it's also unique and it has value. And there's something like message. And the message is, for myself maybe, takes a small brush between the teeth. Don't underestimate a small brush. And those small kind of messages, we have to appreciate it. Because those small messages make us grow, or make us become better people, and make us to clean up a karma from past lives. Or, if you live with someone, the karma of someone you live with, your loved ones, even sometimes your kids. Therefore, it's important to evaluate your life, your body, your soul in the moment you are right now. It's the most valuable thing. And because you see it as the most valuable thing in your life, you want to put in effort. You want to put in work. You have to put in massive action, not just action, massive action. And when you do it on a continuous basis, slowly but surely you will get the shifts and the rewards, which might even exceed your wildest dreams. Now, there's something important to understand, that we are the creators of our own destiny, of our own future. And the moment when we create the future is right now. It's not in the past, it's not in the future, it's right now. In fact, if you see it like right in the past, imagine you're sitting in a racing car and going on a highway 200 miles an hour. But there's one thing. You cannot see what's in front of you. The only thing that you can see is the rear mirror. You see just everything that's just behind. And exactly this is what people are doing who are living in the past, with the thoughts, with a mind, with their emotions. I'm going to say regrets. It's everything in the past. You're living in the past. And those people are more likely to crush in the present. And when that happens, might happen even worse. And then they start to complain, blame, justify, or searching for excuses. And by the way, it can be to anyone, to anything, and even, and the most thing to whom it happened is themselves. This kind of victim mindset drains you even more down. And then you got into the vicious cycle of your own despair, of your own doom, of your own decay. You don't want to have it. And I don't want to say you don't want to have it and you have to say to the universe, I don't want to have it. Simple. Because the universe doesn't know and understands the word now. So instead of saying, I don't want to have this, think about, what do you want to have in your life? And when you think what do you want to have in your life instead of, when you get the thing, what is not just bringing it for you, but maybe for people around you. Let me give an example. For example, you have kids, and in this month or so, or next month, PS5 will be released, PlayStation 5. Many kids will say, I want PlayStation 5 on the PS5. And you sometimes you can, okay, you can get it. But what you can also do is to ask your kid what it'll bring you. That will bring fun, maybe I will do it with my friends, it will be really cool. Okay, what will it bring your environment? And then the kid will start to think. And maybe it will come up with a solution like, hey, I want to become a freaking Twitch streamer, and maybe earn some money by bringing content about games on PlayStation 5 on Twitch. And by doing this content, this is not just for me, but I'm doing it for others. So others will know how to play this game. Others will know and have better time we spend. And I bring happiness to those people. Those kind of intentions. Not intrinsic intentions, but extrinsic intentions. Okay? Being more altruistic in your intentions is the key to get what you want in your life if you set those intentions. And because those are altruistic, not just bring you something, but also to the universe, you're most likely to get those things earlier than when you just do it because of your selfish purpose. Now, the universe is a system which brings everything which is included in a harmonic way. It holds a harmony. And there's a force which makes everything in this universe exist or be dead. Which is... But before I want to go to the form, the universe has many rules. And one of those rules that everyone should apply is a rule of reciprocation. Just write down, rule of reciprocation. What does it mean, rule of reciprocation? Pretty easy. If you give something, you will get something. It's like a boomerang. And this is exactly what I want to say. If you want to have something in your life, first, start to appreciate what you have already. This is the first thing you can do to pay back before even taking something in the easiest way. People who cannot appreciate what they already have will never get something more. And of course, to get something more, you have to sacrifice something. So will the universe guide you and keeps a balance. In fact, the universe will never take you something that you don't need. But it can take something but it can't take you something very valuable, which you value the most in your life. When you have taken something from someone in a cheesy way, maybe in a really illegal way, it will punish you to keep up the balance. But those punishes, again, are not punishes because it's hating you, simply because it's loving you. Those punishes are reminders to give you the second chance. In fact, you can get trillions of second chances. It will kick you in the ass, but you have to be aware, why is it kicking you in the ass? And interpret it to understand what is the message behind it. If you don't know, you can ask your angels, your guardian angels. They might help you. I've already talked about it in some of my past streams. So what you want to have is put something in. I don't want to say you have to go directly to charity and so on. You can do it. Maybe it's easier for you to do the charity way. But you can also provide information like I'm doing for free. It will be also something for the universe. You will also become a giver. and then you can take. And the universe would give you the chance. It will show you where and when and how. It will give you this signs. You have to just to be aware of. And this is really important, especially when it comes to gratitude. We have to see the small things in our life. Go out in the garden and see. Hey, yesterday this freaking flower wasn't blooming, but today I can see really beautiful flowers. Why not? I mean, you can do it a little bit, overdo it. And go out with a freaking ruler outside and measure the grass. It sounds awkward, but you can do it. Every single moment of a life is precious. Every single moment. And the source of all existence and death is energy. AKA, simply, we have energy, we are living. We don't have energy, we are dead. Simple as that. And the less energy we have, we suffer. And you might know that. Okay, let me give an example. When I do like, yeah, what I do, which energy is higher? The first one or the second one? I believe the first one, right? And you can see it also on the scale. When you see it on chart of consciousness from David R. Hawkins, you can exactly see which vibration is higher. Which of those? Of course, when you move yourself, when you feel happy, when you're embracing everything, you feel content, you feel grateful, all those things. And we also will manifest people in our life who are the same vibration. Some people are complaining, blaming, justifying, hey, I have such a bad life. I was just robbed. Someone killed my man or something like that, And people start off just to complain and say, hey, I'm the poor me. You're not poor. Or, hey, I have this and this kind of disease. How dare you? Well, first of all, you have chosen this disease. You have chosen this disease maybe in a past life to work on your karma, maybe in this life to get rid of something that you don't need in your life, or to prevent you to do something bad in this life. Thinking of prevention, one of my coaches in Russia, she had one of the patients which she had a son, the patient has a son, and she wanted the son to get off the wheelchair and to work like he is to get him off the wheelchair, and he got it. But the moment he got out of the wheelchair, the son started to smoke, even weed, started to go to parties, and so on, being debts. And then, after half a year or so, the mother came back to the coach of mine and said, like, can you put him back to the wheelchair? You see, the universe doesn't take anything that you don't need. It's a great example to see how it prevents you to do something which will harm your karma. And I've already told you about, like, we have like our own system we have the universe and the information which is around us, right? Every single moment, there are like 2 million informations. And all those 2 million information, just 134 we actually perceive with our brain. It's less than 1%. To be more exactly, 0.006633%. If you see that the whole information is a cake, we just have the less than 1% of the cake, what we are seeing right now. And then we will say like, hey, this is my truth, this is my reality. In fact, every human being has a different reality because everyone perceives a different part of the cake. There are even social experiments where a guy who said like, I'm freaking broke, just run from the through the streets of New York, and some of the reporters were put in front of $500, but he picked up, he even noticed it. Some guy said like, went to him and say, hey, when you just sign here, you can get $500. He didn't notice it. There was a big sign on a truck. Hey, call here. Once your name is so-so and you get $500. He hasn't noticed it. His focus wasn't on being happy. His focus wasn't on being rich. His focus was on being poor. And this is why he didn't see anything. Another experiment. 2 guys ran through the streets of New York. One of them was a real estate agent. And this real estate agent has just seen, that's just walking there and say, cool, I want to buy this real estate. I want to build this. He has just seen opportunities. However, the other guy, the reporter, where? He's just standing there. He cannot see it because he's not focused on real estate. And and this is exactly what universe gives you. It gives you what you want. And this gives you what you don't want. Hold on. How? Well, many people are just focusing on, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be unhealthy. I don't want to be not loved or something like that. Unloved. In those kind of expressions, the universe do not understand. When you say, I don't want to be broke, and when you say it over and over again, for the universe, it translates like, I want to be broke. For the girls out there, or for women out there, when you say like, I don't want to let my man is cheating on me, you just told to the universe, I want a man that the man will cheat on me. No wonder what he is cheating on you. Because you want it so. But your ignorance is not your fault. We simply hasn't been educated that much on those laws. So I want you to apply it and be aware of those words. Be aware of the word no. Be aware of it. Now, what I want to say is, everything is energy. Everything is energy. And what is the most common thing that lowers our energy in our own society, in our own world, is our belief system. Our belief system. If you shorten it, it becomes BS, belief system. But you know what also stands for BS? Yes. Bullshit. And even Tony Robbins says, most of the times our belief system is bullshit. So simply, do not lie to yourself. Do not BS yourself. Do not bullshit yourself. With those words, you bullshit ourselves so much, you don't even expect. You don't even imagine how we bullshit ourselves. Now, have you been ever on a sales pitch? I mean, many of yours, maybe. Especially when you have been on an accountability call or something like that, or on a discovery call with a coach. You might have been, you might have got through a pitch, and then you end up not buying it or buying it. And now you can ask yourself, what was the matter of buying, not buying? Of course, pain and pleasure is one thing, but another thing is what kind of words has the coach or someone who has pitched you told you. There are simple patterns. Like yesterday or the day before yesterday, just someone said like, "Oh, I invite you so much," in a good manner, in Japanese, and I said, "Do you really believe that inviting is something good?" She said, "Yes," and I said, "Truly." Now, except you invite, what will happen? You become jealous, and now you want to make it even stronger. Jealousy becomes what? Hatred. Now, how positive is this word for you now? And she said, "Oh, I didn't notice it." And this is exactly what many people do. We're using words like poor you. Nobody is poor. When you say something poor you or poor cat, the cat isn't poor. You're sending negative message towards the cat. You make the cat even more poor by saying poor cat. We do it unaware, but we are doing it. Other things like, as I said in the pitch, in the sales pitch, many things you can directly see if this coach is a good coach or not. I mean, it can be a good coach, but is he good in pitching or not? There's also or not will said the cost. It will be cost you $997 or something like that. But if you go into a more professional coach or professional pitcher, he will never use the word cost, because cost are always combined with when someone loses something. Someone who buys will losing something. That's not a profit. Therefore, you have to go and use the word investment. Not the cost will be $997, the investment will be $997. And the word investment shows when someone buys, it will gain something. And this small language patterns that we're using day in, day out, we have to be freaking aware of, but we are simply not. Now you know to be aware of. And now I want to give you actually a technique that I got from a coach from Russia, Polina Suhova. She got me that technique, a really great pattern interrupt, because you want to interrupt those patterns and make another pattern out of it. So first of all, every time you say one of those words, it's a word no, where you don't want to say like, I don't want to have this. And you had intention not to have this, but you are no. Right now, that's the universe doesn't work with no. Instead of, every time you are becoming aware of, go and rock your hands, because this will raise your energy and goes more faster into your brain. And then you just say, erased, 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 erased. And you can say it loud or in your brain. And when you say it in your brain, just erase, 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 and we'll see it goes less and less and less and less and less and less and less, and it's erased. And now some people will say it's hocus pocus. Well, it might be, but it works. I can show you one small experiment that our brain is really powerful, that we are actually capable to manifest things in our life, even without being in this one occasion or so. We can really trick our brain when we imagine something that hard, that much with emotion, that we can trick our brain. let me show you one small exercise. Close your eyes right now. Now, imagine right now you're in the kitchen. Now you go to your fridge and open it. See, there's a juicy lemon in the fridge. Take it. Now put it on the table. Now slice it in half and see as you slice it how the juice goes out of it. Now take the lemon and put it to your mouth and take a bit of it and feel how the juice of it is going through your mouth. Feel it. Now open your eyes. Who of you has right now watery mouth? And this is exactly how you can trick your brain. If you become more detailed in those things, what do you feel, what do you taste? Some people can't even taste this lemon. Then you can trick your brain. This is exactly why you can use this technique. Just say erase, 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 and feel. Imagine really strong how this feeling is going out of you. And the most you interrupt the pattern, and then put on like negativity more to this one, like pain to the other pattern, and pleasure to a new pattern. When you replace with a new pattern, you put pleasure towards it, then you don't need to do it oftentimes. You just need maybe 10 times per word to say erased, and then you can get rid of it forever. However, it is in your interest to control that you are not going those occasions anymore. And when those occasions happen, you know exactly how to erase them. So there's not a guarantee that you do it just 10 times and now it's erased forever. No, it's up to you how intense you are doing it, and do you expose yourself to such situations, yes or not, and such person also, because a peer group determines where we are. Simply, when you're the most smartest human being in your group of 5 people or so, leave the group. And your peer group are the 5 people you communicate the most. You change your peer group, you change everything in your life. But it's a little bit later. So today I just want to tell you those things. I hope you got some value from it. Comment in the comments box and what's the more thing up so far. And so it's not like you said, super Chanel. See you on Sunday.